I think modern men don't know what they want. I think they're quite confused. And when women ask them kind of questions or they come into that situation, just as these ladies have said in their personal scenarios, the men are confused. They will say one thing and then they mean another, or they'll go to someone, they'll say, oh, my ex was like this, I don't want this. And then when you're not like that, they're like,
Give me an example.
Oh, they kind of gave examples.
Yeah. No, I want to get an example from you though.
A man like you earlier, when you said we said men said they want peace, and then you were like, oh, a little bit of problems is actually all right.
No, I was only joking.
No, but a lot of men are like that though. Do you get what I'm saying? They say kind of stuff like that. They're like, oh, a little bit of razzle dazzle in the relationship keeps it like fiery and all that kind of stuff. But it's like that. What is a controlled problem, or what's a light problem, or like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what is? I'm not saying you, by the way. Yeah, men. A lot of men say stuff like that too. I've seen it on like social media. Obviously, I know sometimes on social media, men are joking, but there's always an element of truth about what they say. So they say stuff like, "Oh yeah, I just want a woman that gives me peace. I just don't want no nagging, no this, no arguing." You can't really say you don't want no arguing because you're two different people. So you're not going to always agree on what you like or what you dislike or whatever. So you're always going to have some kind of disagreement, should I say? Maybe not an argument where it gets like physical or anything like that, but a disagreement. So yeah, I think modern men are very confused. But if I was to say the ones that are not confused and genuinely have like a structure of what they would like in a wife, I would think someone that gives them consistent sex, gives them genuine peace, as in like not minimal, like small problems or anything like that, like genuine peace. Someone they can bring home to their mum. And a lot of them like to compare the woman that they're with to their mum. So, which I think is a bit weird, but...
why is that weird?
To me, it's weird.
Why?
Why do I think it's weird?
Yeah. Because really and truly, the mum, guy's mum is the only woman...
It's the first woman that they've seen, yeah?
No. It's not just that. It's the fact of a guy's mum in a good typical situation is the only person, the only woman in his life that's ever given him unconditional love. Unconditionally, bro.
Yeah.
Really and truly, women don't love guys unconditionally, in my opinion. I just don't believe it.
The only type of unconditional love, I believe, is through your parents and a parent and a child.
And that's why a man would compare a woman he's dating to... He would try and look for certain qualities from his mum, the good qualities, not just overall. That's what I was going to ask. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You said it's weird, but it's not.
Because I'm thinking about the negative-ish, not negative, I wouldn't say negative qualities, but there's certain qualities like when she was saying, oh, her boyfriend wanted her to cook and clean and this and that. It's like, yeah, that's what your mum does, right?
No, but that's what traditionally wives do anyway.
Traditional, like, so the whole point of this conversation at the beginning was the difference between a modern woman and a traditional woman, right? So a traditional woman doesn't feel like she needs to do that as well. And I feel like a lot of men...
But it's your choice if you are traditional or not. It's your choice, though.
Yeah, but it's also your choice to date me if I'm a traditional woman or a modern woman,
and that's why we have a lot of single mothers running around and a lot of older women who are single. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you agree? Disagree?
Oh, I didn't agree. I didn't disagree with what you just said. I believe there's a lot of single mothers out there and a lot of older ladies that are not in relationships.
And maybe it could be in line with the fact that a lot of these women are. I'm taking on the modern woman mantra and that's it. And if a guy is trying to make me do the cooking, cleaning, oh, I'm not your mum, I'm not doing it. Well, be on your own then. There you go.
But there's also such things as like house husbands and stuff like that now as well. So men are not, men are not doing the typical, if men want a traditional woman, but they're not traditional men.
Okay, like
I feel like
just a guesstimate. What's the percentage of guys that are house husbands out there? Well, just a guesstimate. No,
but not even just house husbands. Yeah, just in general, like men that want to split bills, men that want to do all this. I feel like a lot of men these days want to be treated as women.
No, I think that a lot of men are modern men and they are adapting to the environment.
I think
at the beginning of the podcast, we was talking about what is a modern woman, and one of the first things was that I'm independent, I make my own money, and I all of that kind of stuff. So if you make all your money, and we have to be real on this side of the world, UK and USA, because I've got a lot of US viewers that go through this as well. The standard of the price of living has gone up significantly, bro. Have you seen the house prices? Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. We all know this, but all of your women, and you all know this, but you still come back and say, oh, if a guy is talking about splitting the bills, you know, it's kind of like a negative thing. But bro, you live in an economy that kind of warrants that. Do you get what I'm saying? The majority of guys are not making six figures. The majority of guys cannot afford to look after you and her and possibly children. It just don't work.
That's it though.
That's the reality.
I would want 50-50. I'm not saying we have to split every bill. I will take you out. Sometimes you can take me out.
Yeah.
But the only thing I say is like, if I am, if I'm like going work all day and so are you, then don't expect me to be doing the things you don't want to do neither, because we're tired. We are tired. And if we have children, we're still doing 50-50 on the kids too. Yeah,
but this and I get what you're saying. Like, for me personally, I think that the man in a relationship should be doing more.
Yeah,
like I'll be real with you. A little bit more. The only reason I say that, yeah, is because if it's 50-50, you don't have no authority like that in your home. Like, you're not really the head. You're co-head. You're both the captain. Like, there can't be two captains, bro. Someone is the top. Someone's the head. Someone's the body.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that the person that does body is inferior. It's just that has to be a leader. If it's just 50-50, I don't have to listen to you. I think, and again, with the point of modern women, we make our own money, we make our decisions. I don't need no one, bro. Like, it's going to be hard for a modern woman to take leadership from a guy who's paying 50% of the phone bill, gas bill, water bill, all of that.
Word.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I think a guy should be paying more, because that would give him more leverage. And I'm just being honest. And some women will hear that and be, oh, yeah, you're doing that so that you can have control. There's a level of control. But with that control and power, there's responsibility.
Yeah,
because if the ship sinks, it's on the guy.
Yeah, that's when I can get behind it. If you want to have authority and power over me for no good reason, then I don't want to hear it. Yeah. For me, that's just narcissism.
Yeah. All right, cool. What do you think about it? What do men want? Yeah, and are modern women delivering?
I think men want submission from women. Are modern women delivering that? No. Yeah, I think men want submission. They want someone who they can lead. They want to have a purpose and have a place, you know? Like, they want to feel useful. And right now, I think the reason why things are just really not going well is because men don't feel useful. They don't feel like they have anything to give to us, because we already have given everything to ourselves. And I think that's where a lot of things go wrong. I think men want, obviously, femininity in a woman. They want a woman that is their yang, their yin. They want the yin and the yang. They want someone who's their opposite, somebody who they can protect and has different strengths to them. They don't want someone who's exactly the same. What else do men want? Men have a visual appetite. They want you to look good. They want to be sexually satisfied. They want to be able to look at you and feel what they feel.
Proud in that.
Yeah.
So do you think women are on the whole delivering that whole physical aspect?
So in many ways, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on the woman. I think obviously you're going to come for the obesity. I can just see it in your face.
What do you mean?
Where we're going?
What do you mean? Like, I'm a PT as well. Just saying.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, so I think, men definitely have a visual appetite. They want to satisfy that. And I think that's part of femininity, right? Is wanting to look good, wanting to feel good in how you look. Picking out the different outfits that you want to wear. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just part of, like, I think our natural desire as women. We want to look good. But yeah, I do think nowadays maybe we don't look after our appearance like maybe our mothers used to, like in the sense that they had like a certain glam, like they always wanted to look their best for their husbands. I feel like now if you say to a girl, oh, you need to look good for your man, it's almost like disrespectful, like
an offense.
Sorry, like what? I need to look good for my man. He just should want me for him.
I like to anyway.
Huh?
I like to anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
But then it's
an
the
inner
not being
desire.
wanting to told. Like being
To be
told to
told,
do it
but
for
that's the
him,
thing.
and
Because it-
like, no, we do it for ourselves, kind of.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
it
that's
comes
where
back-
the submission is.
It
right?
comes back. It comes back to that thing of like the preferences. What I was saying earlier, like guys can't really come out and say what we like. We're not allowed. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever gets put out. We have to like it, bruv. You get what I'm saying?
I think
Like,
women are just very sensitive.
They're sensitive. Yeah. I think everyone's become sensitive
Yeah,
now.
we are very sensitive, and especially when it comes to our appearance.
but you know,
we're very
but
sensitive.
you don't understand when you can be when women don't understand when they're being very insensitive to men though.
Yeah, that's the
been
thing.
told that so
That's
many
apparent.
times.
No, but it's because it's real.
I've been told that so
Because
many
it's
times.
real. If you talk, I'm not saying anyone here, but when women talk about guys' height, yeah, that's out of the man's control, fam. If every man probably, if in the ideal world, if they could pick, everyone would be 6'5",
yeah.
bruv. Everyone.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't want no
man.
one.
There's no man that would say, "Oh yeah, I want to be 5'5". No man was gonna do that. bruv. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I can't like it. That is true. We can be very insensitive, and I used to be very, very insensitive.
I can
to
imagine.
men. But I think I'm trying to become like a bit more understanding in that, because I do think because of the nature of men and how you guys just hide your emotions and don't really express how you're feeling, we just kind of think, okay, they're fine.
Yeah, brush it
they're
under the
okay.
We're
rug.
not allowed.
Yeah.
We're not allowed. No, but the fact is, we're not allowed to express our feelings. Do you know why? The only reason I'm allowed to say these things on this podcast is because I'm here with women. Do you understand that? If it was just a
Podcast with guys. Yeah, you lot will get written
Couple.
off. Yeah, written off. Yeah.
It's true.
like men are not really allowed to voice our opinions no more.
Right. So clearly, I think 3 out of the 5 of us in here are saying that we don't know what men want, right? And I think it's because men do know what they want, but if they say it, they know that they cannot get it because of modern women.
Yeah.
Men want a virgin, innocent, feminine.
Exactly.
Oh,
that.
she bought the body counts. I almost forgot talking about the
forgot
body
about that
count.
as well.
Oh no, she opened a can of worms, blood. Let's
yeah.
go. Let's go.
Men want that, and in the world that we live in right now, impossible. Not impossible,
Virtually impossible.
but very virtually impossible. And that is why men do not voice what they want, and hence the confusion. Literally 3 out of 5 women in this room, and that could probably even be a statistic,
Probably, yeah.
even wider than that. So I personally think that men are not voicing exactly what it is that they want because they know they cannot get it. So what is the point of even voicing it?
I'd like to add and expound on that. Like, for instance, when the question of what do you bring to the table is posed to women, and women get angry, or they're like, "Oh, I am the table." Most time when they
Damn right.
oh god. Anyway, more time. The reason why, because they don't even know what men want. They don't know.
do
So
not.
they'll just be like, "Oh, I am the table." What is the table?
What
Me,
a
innit?
man is.
Like, do you know what I mean? So do you think? Because you said that men are not allowed to voice what they want, but you've got an idea. I'm assuming, yeah. Do you think modern women are delivering?
I don't think we can deliver that.
If you don't know what you want.
If you guys are not voicing it, and also partially, I believe that men want the virgin, innocent, whatever type of woman, and you cannot get that.
Big up Momo for another super chat. It says, when men live a life of hedonism, it's because they earned it through their success. When women are hedonists, it's not respected because it's not earned.
He thinks that men earn.
But what if you ain't earned nothing?
Sexual prowess.
Why he says that is because if a man can sleep with a lot of women, especially like very good looking women, that's not an easy thing to do. So if he has been able to do that, he probably achieved some level of success.
Why do men attach success to that?
No.
what I was thinking
That's
as well,
what,
like, yeah.
no. It's just a byproduct.
What?
It's a byproduct.
He's trying to say that
It's a
because he's a
byproduct of
successful,
success.
a rich guy, that he can get any gal he wants, and that means that links to him sleeping with a lot of
For instance.
I think successful men are married. Lots of
Bruh,
successful men are married.
Bruh, that's Disney. Listen, bro.
And they're
cheating.
and they're doing their thing on the side.
Listen. Example, you lot was talking about Skepta. Cool.
Yeah.
Boom. Good looking dude. Yeah. But guess what? He's famous as well. That famous aspect 10x's whatever he is, it 10x's it. That's success. So women value that. It's a thing called hypergamy. Women want the guy that's at the top. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even if you got a little bit of good looks, just become successful, bro. Now the floodgates are open, bro. The women won't even. Most women won't even care if you're dealing with other women. They want to be involved as well.
They're probably not even going to care if you're ugly.
Yeah. So
To be honest,
yeah. So,
But
ugly or broke.
realistically though, like if you're trying to, I don't know, women are emotional beings. There are certain requirements that we have, which most men cannot give. So yeah, you can go and have the guy, but if he's not fulfilling certain needs, it's not gonna work.
I feel like that's
you're
proper
talking
incorrect.
Yeah, you're talking some
only reason
Disney
why,
movie thing.
Only reason why
so?
I say that
Yeah.
is because there's definitely a lot of women out there that are just looking for high value men, and they're ready to spread their legs for any high value man that there is. There's obviously going to be, I'm assuming you're talking more for yourself, that women that respect themselves a bit more and be like, yeah, as you know what, I actually want a genuine guy that genuinely cares about me, not a guy that's just because he's got money, he's out here. I can sleep with him and say that, oh yeah, now I've slept with Skepta, or I've slept with this celebrity or that celebrity. It's like, it's not a nice thing to say about yourself, but they value that. They value saying that they've slept with this celebrity and that celebrity because it makes them feel like they're high value as well because they've slept with high value men.
Absolutely. And then remember, we adding in on top of that, the cherry on top, there's no shame. So just like what was her name? Amber Rose, what was it, in 2016? When she came with the slut walk.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that's setting precedent for all of this. Then you got all these girls, these women that are rappers and singers talking about throwing their box around. Bro, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion made a song called WAP, bro.
They're strippers though, stripper culture.
Yeah, but that's very prevalent in our society now, and there's no shame for that. You can't even say, wow, that's a mad thing. Bro, Cardi B made that song WAP, and she doesn't even let her own daughter listen to that song. There's a reason why. But you lot can listen to it.
There's a lot of
You lot's daughters can listen to it, but not mine. And I made the song.
In our
That's
society,
mad.
Women, there's a lot of, like you said, lack of shame and decorum that used to be, like, back in the day was a lot more prevalent than it is now. And I feel like it's because of the modern society, independent woman having more of a voice. Women can be promiscuous now. Women can be like, the independent woman can do what she likes and shouldn't be shamed for it. So because of that, no one can ever say, oh, she's a bit...
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, like you can't say... Yeah, everything, like she said earlier, everything's accepted now. So to at somebody and say, oh, why you sleeping with all these guys, like you're a hoe or you're doing nasty things, everyone's going to be like, no, you can't slut shame her. You can't slut shame her. You can't... But it's like, this wasn't normal before.
Yeah,
Why
because
is it
back in the day, there was shame.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if you was throwing your box around, your mum would tell you what's going on. Your grandmother would reprimand you. Like, not to even mention your dad or your brothers. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So, but now it's just like, whatever goes, goes. And at the end of the day, not even just in terms of dating, society just goes down the toilet, bro.
Yeah.
Everything goes down from there. Because if everything's allowed... Bro, there's no rules.
There's no rules.
And without rules, there's no structure. Without structure, you're just on a
vibes.
Vibes. Just on vibes.
You're in a
Vibes and
you're
emotions.
literally living in a sandcastle.
Think about it. Your life goes
thing.
better
Yeah.
if you have a routine anyway.
It's discipline.
So if you throw everything,
Discipline.
if
There
you
is
throw
no more
everything out the
discipline
window,
anymore.
then there's going to be nothing left to follow.
But it's scary, because there are rules and they're not like the rules that we think. Like before there were like rules traditionally to conserve like people's, bodies, minds, this, that, to raise better people. Now there's rules where you can't even call out certain behavior anymore because you're gonna get cancelled.
Yes, it's cancel culture.
Yeah,
Cancel culture,
I think that's so crazy. Like, how have we switched flipped
On
the
social
switch?
media as
Because we're
well.
trying to accept everything. We're trying to accept
It's
everything.
because
and
there's no
everyone.
religion anymore, that's why.
That's a big part
Religion
of
was
it.
the one thing
That's
that
right.
gave everyone discipline, whether you fully believed or not. It was a structure. Everyone had to abide by it.
Yeah.
Now there's no religion. Now there's technically not freedom of speech anymore because you can get cancelled for everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's no discipline. It's discipline. No one's disciplined anymore. We're all confused.
Basically, wild, wild west. We're just living wild. Whatever goes, goes. Whatever. Oh, if it makes you feel good, do it.
And it's
That's
going to get
what it is.
worse. It's going to get
There's
a lot
rules
worse.
for a reason.